Alright, here goes part 2, continuing with M.F.H. So we were just through this big, I guess the second time through of this pop section, and or all the way through, and it's going to this kind of breakdown here, which is just like the intro. And like I mentioned before, when I originally came up with this riff, this is kind of like what I had imagined going on underneath it. Just a real kind of, once the drums come in, it's like almost like a cheesy disco techno thing. But so after the drop, you get the, it's gonna, you know, have the rise up to the drop, and then it's got the bass drop, and the just goes to the bass and the guitar. Of course. Again, real cheesy. This is supposed to be cheesy. Come in. And then here comes the ultimate cheese. So just that, again, it's meant to sound cheesy, so that way when the next section drops, it sounds like really cool, and you'll see. So just regular drums there. But what's weird is there's the loops. I still have got like the halftime groove with like the hi-hats. You know, it's so I just kept that, but just made, you know, quarters and the kicks, you know, 2 and 4 with the claps. Again, super cheesy. And then the drums just doing that. I had to have that big fill into it. So the bass is still doing the same thing. There's a couple cool guitar parts here. These are different. These, again, this is one track, but it's 2 separate. I just summed them into one track, but it's 2 separate parts that were tracked. I always felt like that. That part on the left just kind of reminds me of like Brad Paisley. A lot of times he'll track a rhythm part with like the wah-wah on, but like fully chalked open. I don't think I did that, but it's just kind of that sort of sound right here. They both sound like they're on that middle split pickup. And then you've got you know, the country part still going. And then I've got these little things here that are like doubling the just that little da da, and then like a harmony of that. That sounds like the beginning of da 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 da. It's, I don't know, some classic rock song. I can't think of it. Yeah, this just listening to this solo sounds like it could be like the intro to like a Boston song or something. I never thought about it like that, but with this part. I just kind of wanted to accentuate this. And then with these. So it's like 5 guitar parts. I don't know what made me do that. Like, da, 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 just... So then, right when that, before just drop that out so that it's like everything coming out. So that way when you get to that part, it's just like, man, okay, now this is cool. So when that drop hits, it just sounds super epic. And at this point, pretty much everything's going on. You've got, like, what I talked about before, not doing, which is I have this kind of funky part. It's a little different than the other part. I don't know, actually it sounds the same. But it's going on with this. So now for the rest of the song, I'm going to be starting out with everything in, and I'm just going to be slowly taking things away till we get to the end. Okay? So we got everything, you know, bass, the synth, the rhythm guitar, the clean guitar, the country guitar, the keys, the key lead, everything. Drums and loops, so maximum amount of stuff in. So we're coming up to a solo here. So nothing really drops out other than, well, there's two things that change. So you can see right here, it goes from this, it just switches sides, and it's playing the chords more than like kind of a janky thing up top. And then the heavy part just goes to one side. It looks here like on this, like looking at it like they're on the same side, but you can see the panning, like this one is opposite. So this is actually, normally this would be right and left. This is actually left and right right now. So if you put these two together, and then we still have this. So just to kind of give the solo a little bit of space to just, you know, that's why I took that. So again, you can coming from. Now what's going on right here, I can put everything else back in for a sec. So the solo's getting kind of, it's a short solo. Melodic, because I know I'm going to start taking it away, and I actually add some stuff back in here, so the rhythm, it's what was going on right here, just left and right, and then I've got the and that's a little busier too. But I knew I was going to try, and at least at the beginning of this lead here, keep it, try and, you know, so we got everything out except the keys and the guitar. And of course, big bass drop. You can hear it really well there. Again, I just love it. It's like, just when you get to the bottom, you just feel that rumble. So. And real sparse with the. Those drums originally weren't in there. Walter, when we were tracking that, just decided to add that little tick-tick thing, which sounded really cool. Now, this ending, this is weird, okay? This is like where Yngwie enters the room. And I fooled around with this ending for so long. I really kind of didn't know what I wanted it to do. I tried a couple different things, but ultimately I messed around mostly with the, once I decided on the little classical thing, I was like, how long is this going to be? It's like a little, oh God, I'm blanking on the word, what you call it. Everyone's going to be laughing at me, all the fellow music nerds. The classical term for, it's like a section where it's just kind of like just you playing by yourself, like a little solo, but it's almost like free time. Even though this is it's to a tempo, but it's holding that note. But I just messed around with how long this section was, and I ended up basically with the progression. When the progression rolls around at the beginning, you know, it walks up, you know, E, F, F sharp chromatically. I just stopped on that F. So it's like F sharp right here, C sharp, D, F, and just hang on that diminished chord so I can play some Yngwie diminished stuff. And that's just kind of sounds real classical. It's just the inversions. Do 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 boom, you know. And then I knew I just, again, kind of want to keep the tension there for a while, and then I wanted to end on that doo-doo. And Walter added this cool little so. And I just noticed something. I guess I made it on the album this way. The very, very beginning of that roll is cut off by the gate. So, anyways, yeah, just that little, oh, of course. So it's, you know, just that, I've got everything doing it, and then this too. Oh yeah, 5-1, same thing at the bass. So, dun 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 dun. And then a nice little trail. The lead guitar's got that like tuck 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 tuck, that like multi delay. That's this one. Oh god. Yeah, it's like this. It's like multiple delays shooting back and forth, creating those different subdivisions. So, but yeah, I'm actually. I mean, again, when you hear this, it sounds like the tom fill was meant to come in where it did, because you know no one's looking at the session. But I think it actually is supposed to start just a touch earlier. I mean, I know you can hear it in the overheads, so. Yeah, you can hear it there, you can hear it in the rooms too. Looks like I cut off the very beginning of it in the rooms. But, yeah, the actual tom track just sounds like it's missing those, so if I bypass this, I think is the. Yeah. Because you can hear those weren't being triggered by that sample. So, oh well. Small little detail that happens, you know. It's just funny that I didn't notice that until now. But, yeah, so that was M.F.H. Like I said, this is kind of a crazy, weird song. It just blends a lot of the stuff that, you know, I'm weird in that I like a lot of different things. So, to go from like a pop thing to a prog thing to a jazz thing, and of course, it's going to have some, you know, guitar solos and stuff in it if I'm doing it, but it's just meant to be fun, you know. I'm not trying to be too serious with this. So, anyways, thanks for checking this out. Look forward to seeing you.